Shawn Porter talks upcoming fight with Terence "Bud" Crawford. Yo, we got to talk about this. Should be a good fight. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys throw a like on the video. You guys don't realize it goes such a long way when you guys smash the like button, encourage the algorithm, and let people know, more importantly, that the content is fire, and this is the content they're looking for. I am your #1 shop. All your boxing needs. Boxing Ego. Now, Shawn Porter recently did an interview and he had some things to say. We're going to get into those actual quotes. Shawn Porter says he, Terence Crawford, can say he's looking forward to beating a PBC fighter, and he can say he's looking forward to getting in the ring with the PBC fighter. These are all things that Terence Crawford said, I believe, to ESPN in a new interview. But Shawn Porter saying he can say that, but we both know I'm not the PBC fighter that Terence Crawford wanted to get in the ring with. And that's not even talking about Errol Spence Jr., so there's that. This is what Shawn Porter had to say regarding a fight with Terence Crawford. So I want to know in the comment sections, do you guys agree or disagree with that? Do you think that this was a fight desired by Terence Crawford, or was he kind of more forced into this lane of fighting against a guy who's very durable, showed he's tough, showed he keeps coming, he can keep trucking, he can take a punch, he definitely can give a punch, he's rough, sometimes his head, whatever. Did Terence Crawford want this, or was he out of options? And according to Shawn Porter, he's saying that it was actually him and his team that really pushed for the fight. And this is not what Terence Crawford truly wants. But with the failed fight with Manny Pacquiao and him not being able to get that particular fight, things like that, he thinks maybe Terence Crawford just settled for this fight. And I'm thinking about it. It's hard to argue what Shawn Porter is saying, because at the end of the day, people could say whatever they want, Wumpty. But at the end of the day, we know Shawn Porter is the guy with the proven track record. He's the guy with the proven resume. So everybody that I've seen on Instagram, on Twitter, on my YouTube, all my popular platforms, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at BoxingEgo. Follow me on the gram at BoxingEgo1. Everybody is just full on giving Shawn Porter a ton of credit. And they're saying that Shawn Porter is a throwback fighter. I've seen a lot of people say that, oh yeah, we need a lot of fighters like Shawn Porter because he's a throwback. He's an ode to the throwback fighters of yesteryear. And he continues to come with it. And he continues to bring the best fights that he can for his career. So Terence Crawford, you can't really say the same in recent memory. Yeah, he's trashed and thrashed and beat the guys who were in front of him. That's absolutely true. However, I don't really know anybody that favored those guys to beat Terence Crawford at all. I don't know anyone who thought at the point in which Terence Crawford fought him, Kell Brook, so basically, so realistically, I got a chocolate right hand brownie. And I know Bud Crawford, he's hungry, right? Nobody really picked him and thought he could beat Shawn Porter. I didn't see it. I definitely was rocking with Crawford all the way when it came to that particular fight. I didn't think there was any chance that Kell Brook at that space had. Same thing with Amir Khan. Jose Benavidez got shot in the leg. These are all pure 100% fact. So it's kind of hard to denounce what Shawn Porter is saying, because at the end of the day, he's the qualified welterweight with the certified resume. As far as Crawford, did he want the fight? I don't know. But based on the notion, I still want to hear the official announcement from Top Rank or PBC or whoever, even though it's supposed to be a Top Rank ESPN only pay-per-view with a PBC fighter. I still got to see, because boxing, we know nothing is official until it's official. and I like to see it. I've seen so many things happen in the world of boxing where people said a fight was going to happen. Everything, like even look earlier this year. I didn't do this on my channel, but ESPN did, and a lot of other media, they kept saying that a fight with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua was done. They were saying it was a done deal and everybody could look forward to it, and they were telling you how much the fighters were going to make, purse splits and things like that, and that was just pure foolishness. Pure foolishness that didn't need to happen. The fight's not happening. They had the court case with Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Oh my God. And it was just nonsense to have Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum and Frank Warren and Top Rank and Tyson Fury and all these guys advocating for a fight that they knew they wouldn't be able to necessarily pull off. So I think that was a horrific look. And again, shame on me, but I'm not gonna believe every fight is done based on what boxing has showed me. So boxing gotta earn my faith, because so many times we've seen where the fight fell apart at the 11th hour, or whatever happened, and the fight didn't come into fruition. Like great fight, Mikey Garcia and Yuriorkis Gamboa, Mikey Garcia, Lomachenko. These are fights that at the time were heralded, people wanted to see, all the fans were down for it, and then the fight didn't actually happen. So I'm not gonna hold my breath. They're saying Terence Crawford, Shawn Porter's done. I like to see, press conference, face off, things like that, just so I'm on the up and up. But hard to disagree with Shawn Porter here. And you can't really say nothing negative about Shawn Porter because he's taken all the tough challenges, as I mentioned earlier in this video. Make sure you guys click the link in the description to get TUBEBUDDY. TUBEBUDDY is an awesome browser extension to help you level up your YouTube content and make more money. Listen, I've been on YouTube for a decade plus, full-time, making my ends and shekels in the YouTube land and online. So you can use it too. I use it every day for videos you guys see like this. So make sure you guys use my link in the description to get TUBEBUDDY. Many tutorials online on how to use it. And it's a great service that I stand by on my channel. So I use it. Start off with 0 subscribers, or over 200,000. Back to Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, he's saying that I'm not the guy he wanted to fight. And it's, again, another reason it's hard to argue is because Shawn Porter is just a rough customer. If you get headbutt, you get headbutt. If he's in your chest all night, he's in your chest. He even gave Errol Spence a super duper tough fight. I was there, and Errol Spence was tested. And this was before the accident, before the retina tear and everything like that. It was the freshest Errol Spence, injury-free Errol Spence, crash-free Errol Spence, all that. And Shawn Porter gave him a fight that was won by a very narrow margin for Errol Spence. I think it was the knockdown that actually sewed it up. So this is going to be, hopefully, I want the fight to happen because it's going to be a very telling fight, and I can't wait for it because some people think Terence Crawford is, unbeatable. Some people think, nah, Shawn Porter, he can give you that type of fight based on his experience and tenacity. But it's hard to argue with what he's saying right here. If you guys have any contrary feelings, let me know in the comment section. How do you disagree? Was Shawn Porter the fight that he wanted? It probably not. And if you look at Terence Crawford and listen to his team and what they said, they were previously saying stuff like, we ain't fighting Keith. Bomac said this. There's a video. You can hear the audio and everything. He said, we ain't fighting no dang Keith Thurman. He ain't got no dang belt. He ain't got no belt. And they were saying stuff like that, like we didn't want to fight him. We didn't want to fight him because he ain't had no belt, and people will always just make excuses and just say that, oh, Keith Thurman was injured and he wasn't a champion and things like that. So they waited until after Manny Pacquiao, it's up to my promoter, They waited for him to beat Keith Thurman by a narrow split decision margin, and then they completely kind of wrote off Keith Thurman and made it like nobody would want to see that fight. So it's kind of hard to. Terence Crawford's business, his team, is just been kind of all over the place. Bob Arum also said this fight was worth $1 million, and then now they're paying Shawn Porter more. So it shows Porter's team is smart to hold out and get more money, things like that. But I'll talk about this more. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TUBEBUDDY. I've used TUBEBUDDY for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TUBEBUDDY is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TUBEBUDDY and level up your channel faster. We working.